and Megatron, they're all on the ship, and they're about to throw everybody else out, right? And Megatron goes, "But I still function."
I don't remember the movie at all, man.
That is your laptop. He's like, "Don't throw me out. I still function."
Yeah, I'm not a...
What's up, Kit Kit from the Yip? What's up, Anderson Zed?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Yeah, nobody bitch ass better call me this week. What?
What you been through, Kid Clip? What's going on?
Did he lose a game or something?
I don't know. What happened?
Bitch ass better call me this week?
What happened, Kid Clip? You came in hot. Came in hot. What's up, NCZ? What's happening? I gotta find that. I still function. I remember I was first last time and missed the whole show. Oh, because somebody called me.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nobody's bitch ass better call you, man.
No way, Jose.
Get on them bitch ass people out your phone, man.
Yeah. Yo, I'm about to type in that YouTube live. I should have did this a long time ago.
Dion's wearing Ohio State shirt.
What?
And it's wild.
What?
It's just
It's Saturday.
It's just unnecessary. I got to check on this Michigan State score because somehow Michigan State will only be good against Michigan. They're like right now it's 3-7. It's going into halftime. We're down to Michigan State, who was 3-4
know when you
right
post
now.
this, they already had lost.
Wow.
By the time you post this, they have already lost by 37.
So I don't mess with Lack, man.
Mm-hmm. What's a score?
I bet it's lit out there.
What's a score that cannot be in the NFL?
MSU, what? Been getting fucked up. Oh, yeah, they've been getting their ass kicked. What do you mean? Like points-wise?
Yeah.
That can't be?
Yeah.
I've seen like high school teams hit 100. I've never seen anything over like 103 or something like that.
Well, I would say one to one.
Oh well, yeah, okay. You're going the opposite way.
Yeah, there can't be a one.
There is,
even though there's an extra point, but it's not a one.
No.
But any other points, you can definitely get that.
5.
But the least,
I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying.
But the least is 4
that you can get.
Of course, it's 1, but there's almost slim to none to get a 4. To get 2 safeties back to back.
I'm sure there's some games out there 4-3.
Well, 3 is easy work.
But you imagine losing 4-3?
Yeah,
I'd be hot.
Or 1-2, or 2-3.
Yeah,
2-3.
Oh, I know those scores have been out there. Boring ass game. Yeah, man.
Dum 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 dum.
I'm surprised nobody's done anything with that.
What, that song?
Yeah. I'm surprised somebody's done made that into a slapper somewhere. Somebody probably did it, couldn't get licensed for it though.
Of course.
Oh, look at my little Izzy coming home from her Spider-Man. She went out to a pumpkin patch and she was Spider Girl, Spider Woman, Spider Izzy as we call her at the crib.
Spider Izzy.
Spider is, yeah. Your daughter's doing Halloween?
Of course, man. Every year.
What are they going as this year?
My daughter ordered something. She got money now. My daughter got money. She has a job.
Your oldest?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
She has an army outfit. She says I can't let you see it until I have it on. Okay. I seen the big box.
Okay.
And I'm not happy with. I feel like it's going to be kind of skimpy. Mm-hmm. I can't say skimpy. I think her stomach is showing, but it's not. I feel like it's an army outfit, like an army skimpy outfit with shorter stomach.
Why she say she can't show you until?
Because if she don't want to show you the outfit, she wants to show me when it's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be like,
You know, was
show me a Marine dressed like that. Show me who's out in the army dressed like that.
Taking bullets in the abdomen.
Yeah, man, I'm already dreading those days.
Yeah, man.
You're there.
I'm there.
You're in those days.
I had to make this too.
What are you doing?
I was posting and we were live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I had to put music up on it just to keep it entertaining.
I went all the way to Novi to get my son costume, and it already got ripped today. Dang, yeah, you told me about that kid clip. Did you say you got him a raptor, some kind of dinosaur? Kids will ruin something fast as hell. Kids would be like, "Oh, great."
Hold on, Kid Clip got kids.
Yeah, he got a son.
Oh, I need to get to know y'all a little bit more.
We've been talking to these cats for years, Dion. We. I'm talking about for years now.
No, how long you think we start talking to these people?
Years now.
It's not been years. I would say 9 months.
I would say years.
I would say maximum 10 months. Because I feel like our first podcast was a Christmas tree behind me, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was over there. Shot the Christmas tree behind us.
Look at Dion showing off his memory and shit. Mm-hmm. Years now.
You still going back to years?
Yeah.
I was in the drunken slump in years.
Yeah, man. You got a problem. you really got to nail that down, buddy.
Would you honestly try to? How would you tell me if I've been drunk
this whole time?
Like not like you like. You been drinking? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. I had a little crazy day, man. Would you be like, when did you start drinking, yeah? Like, how would you say if he's like? I would
only say anything if it's been a minute. If it's been like, damn, this is like the 8th month in a row.
Really? That's your maximum?
Yeah, because I don't know what the problem is. You might just have a day where you drink. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Because what if that's like anytime we get on the podcast, I got to drink. And then
I wouldn't be concerned unless you were like if you were just like, it's yeah.
Well, that's my moves though.
Oh
as in like you smell it on me tough, like whoo.
If you were like Schnurfenberger, what are you trying to say?
But that's my spinach.
But if you were normal, if you were like, yeah, man. So anyways, blah 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 blah, I'd be like, oh, okay, well. Yeah, Lax smells like alcohol, but he might have just spilled some. He's fine. He spills some every day around 3 o'clock.
What if Twills, my kids, everybody around me was like, Chaz, don't let them drink. Mm-hmm. But when I'm drinking, I'm on. Mm-hmm. I'm killing. Numbers are shooting up. It's shooting up. Like, yo, now you see like a montage. We on Forbes magazine. And
then the other shots is you like, and I'm just like,
Chaz, is he drinking? No, he's been just drinking milk and preserves.
Now let it ride, baby.
You ride it out?
Yeah.
You're an asshole, man.
And then I had to replace you when your liver shuts down. Dion's kidney shut down. He's in the hospital right now. Here's my new host. You know what I mean?
Then I gotta have the David Ruffin thing. Like, yo, Dion, we're gonna go a different direction. Go in a different direction? You ain't nothing without Lackaroni. Dude, it's about Lackaroni and Chaz. Chaz is just a group in search of a Lackaroni.
If your kids and Twilla and everybody was like, Chaz, the doctor told him if he has one more drink, he's gonna die. Then you were like,
they lying, baby.
It would depend on you. It would depend on how like violent you got. When I tried to, hey, damn, you don't need to drink this episode. You'd be like, oh, you one of them? Now everybody thinks I have a problem, and I'm like, chill, bro. It's not even. I was like, no.
Who's telling you this?
I talked to your kids, your daughters. They said that they don't want you to die, and then you just hit the.
Let me ask you this, man. You think I got a problem?
Yeah, Dion.
We out here making money.
Yeah, Dion, we're doing.
We are number 7 in the best podcast in the world.
That's pretty good.
You think I got a problem?
Yeah, Dion.
I got the solution, nigga.
What is the solution?
Either you shut up,
okay, and
let me live my life, take up for me and my kids and my loved ones.
Okay,
we gonna ride this bitch out, okay?
No.
Ain't no, man.
What's the or? Like,
who's first in this name? Lackaroni. I can easily find another Chaz.
Okay, all right. Yeah. This is the problem with you drinking. You see all this right here? This is what's wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think you bigger than Lackaroni?
No, I just think that your liver needs some cleansing. Just give it a break. Just.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they hear it. We're on a mic. They hear it just.
Y'all hear this?
Everybody hear.
Chaz wants to blaze Lackaroni.
No one wants to replace.
He wants to blaze me. You know what? Today,
are you saying place or blaze?
Oh, so now you say I'm slurring.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you're slurring.
Wow.
You've had 8
With that being
shots.
said, our sponsor for today will be just hit the corner store, St. Ides. It be all alcohol ads. This is what we eating.
St. Ides.
This is why we eating.
It's funny, man, because it like when we do daddy issues and it'll be like a weed brand will come through and they'll be like, well, we're gonna send samples to everybody, and I'm always like, man, let me get this to Craig.
Yeah. Does Craig do the samples?
Oh,
I mean,
does he?
Not the sample, but does he?
Does he? Oh, Craig will be like, let me tell you, as he puts his glasses on. Yeah. Let me tell you about such and such. Oh yeah, Craig be in it. It's weird, man, because I don't use a lot of this stuff. I'll be like, and then like, oh, we want you to be Chaz. We gave you such and such. Like I just got these bed sheets. I've had these sheets forever that I've never used, and so everybody else has to do the ads on the. Everybody wants their personal takes and stuff like that.
You're just a lazy person, though.
I just don't care. I just be like, I'm just doing this because I don't want
you're tap dancing,
and it's for
you're putting on your lipstick,
and I hate it,
and your Sambo white gloves,
and I hate it. I hate it, bro. I hate the tap dance.
Well, if they be like, yo, Chaz, I got you on this bread, man. $10,000 to talk about how women are better than men.
Lazy. Unless it's a brand like I really like or something like I really mess with, and I'd be like, hype about it, right? You'd be like, oh, I mean, I don't know.
Factor.
I'm solid on Factor. I do the Audible ads. I'm excited to do those, but it's like those ones they try to force upon you. Yeah, they're like, you guys gotta have. We don't have. I'm like, hey man, like there's. Well, let me not say what that is. I mean,
you think an ad can buy you though?
Yeah, of course, of course, an ad can buy me.
You tap dancing.
Of course, an ad can buy me because at a certain point you go like, hey, you just want me to say yeah for this? All right. But it sucks when like some things aren't that great, and then you still got to be like, well, because there's been a couple of them that we've rejected because we just can't like stand behind.
What if like a Tampax commercial ad was like, this would be hilarious for April Fools, for a bunch of men doing daddy issues, talk about how absorbent their pads are, so we're gonna send it to them for $20K.
Right. I shit in mine. I made sure I had full-on diarrhea, and guess what? Did it hold? Did it ever? So get you some Tampax Maxi shits. Right now. Maxi shit. Actually, here's a video.
It'd be funny. Here's a video. Here's me. I'm at home. Hey, guys, this is me.
Hey, guys, I have massive diarrhea.
Yeah, there's a toilet right here, but I'm definitely going to shit in my pamper. Oops.
And my maxi shits, just to show you it is the shit. Bam. Tampax are tampons, not pads, Dion.
Okay.
Get a clue,
right.
like.
You and your...
Act like you had daughters before.
Oh, you and your backlit picture in a Suzette. You update your picture.
Let's see. Yo, I'm on all the way to... Oh, yeah. No, it's talking about that issue. I have 20... Oh, I have 2 grown children, 21, 24. I'm 42.
What's that mean? She just flexed on us?
Yeah, she flexed on you, clearly, but you're
okay, 42? And Suzette was in these streets early. Okay, you twice your age. You back out here on these streets now.
And get him out the way. Yeah, that kid at... It was 18 when you had that first one?
Knocking them out.
Knock them out.
At what?
Fuck Ohio State. That's right, kid. Clip from the Yip.
From the Yip. At what age, if you was like, baby, I don't want no more kids. Second baby come, you be like, damn it, I gotta pull out. Baby, please. I don't want no more kids. Third baby come out. What are you getting clipped, or you want her to take the shot or something? Y'all are 18. So y'all young. So are you want her to get on the pills? She's like, I don't want no pills. He's like, well, I'm not pulling out.
Well, then you guys want kids.
So what are you doing? Are you gonna keep going?
If I don't want kids, and I'm sure, I'll go get the snip.
At 18?
How many kids I have? 2?
You got 3 at this point.
Yeah. What do I need more?
But you making money.
So what?
No.
Why does money be like, yeah, sure, might as well have more kids?
Why are you afraid of kids?
This
is a financial burden?
Not the finance, it's the time burden.
I kind of feel like you have PTSD.
About what?
Ooh. Financial PTSD. Like,
it's not financial, it's the time. It's the I can't do everything I want to do anymore because I have this kid. So why would I want to keep this clock going? Run the clock out. That's what I'm trying to do.
But you're building a legacy, though.
Sure.
You know, I feel like you're building a village.
Okay.
I love to see. I mean, it's such a beautiful feeling watching my kids.
You want to see all the lacking
fellowship,
generations?
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I seen them talking and like doing some sort of like problem building. Like, we should add this. No. Put the pink. I was like, these are my creations, man. Like it's not like the oldest is helping the youngest with a diaper or something. It's like, man, they are actually the youngest was telling the oldest how to do something. Mm-hmm. Like, wow.
And the oldest was receiving it well.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. She was like, no, I think this baby doll should have green beads on it. It's like, why? Like, because that's the coordination of the colors. So I was like, that's what I'm talking about, man. I love that. And I told him, I said, love. I'm always telling my kids, love each other. Love each other because you guys are permanent best friends, like early stage best friends. Mm-hmm. Like, keep this relationship. I do not ever want to hear you guys fall apart and fall out. This is forced best friends, you know? And then once y'all get to a certain age, your age ain't gonna matter.
Right.
Because all that's gonna kind of blend in, and now you're just sisters. Not my older sisters, it's sisters. Then it's gonna get to a point people gonna say, who's oldest? Who's the youngest? You say that about you and your brother?
As far as what? That were best friends?
No. Older and younger.
Yeah, people ask now who's older. My brother is, he's a lot bigger than me, so he definitely looks like he's the older one. But yeah, no.
But also, were you ever best friends?
No, I don't think we were ever best friends. I think that we always got along, and it's always my brother, right? He's my brother, but I can't say that my brother is like my best friend. We're always going to be cool, and we'll always be good. But I can't say that like I'm closer to him than my actual best friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I think kind of feels good when, man, I miss my brother because
the one who had you selling drugs.
Yes. I miss him because we shared something. Our mom, we had that moment of like, oh, it'd be dope for Mom's birthday. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, before Mom gets home, make sure you. We had the same like structure. We don't have to teach nobody saying like. So here's the thing. My dad used to. You ain't got to do any of that. You already know because we have the same household. So it's like when Mom comes home, make sure you get her favorite blah 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 and get what I'm saying. So it's like go in her closet. You can't touch your best friend from down the street.
Go in Mom's closet.
Go in Mom's closet. Pull out the. You know what I'm saying? I love that. It's like, man, we have that. It's like your. All my thoughts, I'm about to say. Like, I don't have to explain something to you. Even though he's been locked up numerous times, sold drugs. I think the fact that my mom made so much money, he had too much access to.
Your mom was selling drugs early also?
My mom? No. Is cocaine considered drugs?
Not back then.
No, she just had a lot of jobs, man. And like this is gonna be some therapy for me.
Let's do it.
You cool, man?
Yeah, that's good. Don't you lean that Ohio State sweater on me though.
It's like your shoulders small. It just goes straight to your neck to elbows. Look at yourself, man. You don't even know how to say I don't know. When you are at the age where you can kind of look back like my mom was this age when I was born, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you think at your mindset, am I in these streets? Do I like women? Do I like guys? You know what I'm saying? You be thinking like, man, my mom had a bunch of boyfriends, but she considered them as friends. I'm going out with Richard. I'm going out with Buddy. Like, this nigga was getting her back blown out.
Why was that the thought?
I'm almost certain, man.
Okay.
Cause my mom had male friends, right? A lot of male friends. So I know she didn't bring them to the. She brought them to the house, but it wasn't like go outside and play with your friends. It was like we going over their house. So I really kind of feel like my mom had a lot of male friends, and then I remember one time she was like, "Dad," she's like, "Dion, I'm about to settle down." When you say settle down, it means I'm about to
get married and stuff?
Relinquish all these other niggas. And when she got married, all those male friends stopped coming around. It wasn't like I'm about to go out with them anymore. I know it's inappropriate, but at the same time, I think she's like, when women say settle down or going celibate, that means, what I'm doing has to stop. This has gone too far. I almost got.
I don't think that means that.
No, you don't think that?
I don't think so. I don't think the girl's like, ooh, I am just getting ran through.
Hey,
I
man,
can't even look my kids in the eye.
I mean, my mom had a very attractive personality. She was funny, had a body on her, and just
I think
bundle of fun.
I think women get tired, and I think that when you settle down, it's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of searching. It's a lot of, especially like raising, two boys, and you're working, and it's just a lot. It's a lot, and we know now the mental stress capacity that it takes to be able to do all these things, right? Like, we know what it's like. Also, if your mom is, when your parents are usually younger. My parents were younger when they had us. It's like, it's a lot, especially, and I can't imagine being a single mom, right? And then having to, and with that comes like guilt and shame. And even when you explained stuff about your dad before, there's different parts of guilt and shame that come with our parents for those things, So I think that when women actually want to settle down, I think it's just it's a plea for peace.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And I don't think it has anything to do with anything like sexually. It's like, oh man, I need to get this. I need to tame this beast in between my legs. I think.
No, I don't think she was. I think she was free. I had sex with who I want to have sex with. That's how she pretty much met my dad. I can honestly say she had at least like 6 guys that I saw in my young life. Before I turned 16. When I turned 16, she got married. So from the age of, I met my dad. So from birth to 4th grade, how old are you?
Like 0 to 9 or so?
Yeah. There was this guy named Roger Carter. That's what I was named after. And that was my dad. We got the DNA test. Everybody was like, that is not your son. Look at this nigga right here and look at him. This is James Lacking's son. So they looked him up, got the DNA test. He said, well, oops. And then my dad refused to call me Roderick because it was too close to Roger. So he called me Dion. Told the whole family to call me Dion. Fun fact, they knew each other. Roger and my dad knew each other from like a motorcycle club. This nigga, my dad was so ruthless. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Roger Carter, before my mom had a wife, his wife got caught cheating on him with my dad.
Okay.
And he married her.
Okay.
Roger Carter thought it was a good idea. I can't say good idea because they didn't know each other. To to be with my mom for 9 years, and now after Roger Carter knew my dad has married his wife, he's like, and this nigga win again. So the son I raised for 9 years.
So you already had a whole stepmom built in that was already your dad's ex.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
never met
her.
I did not know the stepmom. They didn't bring me around. So by the time this is your son, they already had broke up. They already had
That's
got a
crazy.
divorce. So they said, hey, so remember the guy who took your wife?
You never asked your mom, like,
Dude,
hey.
I wish if I knew this.
But you did then.
But I didn't. Do you understand who you're talking to?
What do you
My
mean?
brain is never thinking about the overall picture. Like, wait a second, let me think about this. I'm always thinking about the future. I'm never thinking about my past. That's why I think I'm very forgetful and not very forgetful, very forgiving to a lot of things. Things happen, I move on.
Yeah.
I never like harp on anything. So when it happened, when fourth grade happened, he's like, Roger, the son that you've been raising for 9 years, turns out it's James Black. That nigga who took my wife, it's his kid. He just left, right? So now when he's back in my life, my dad has another wife who is my stepmom forever. I love her to death. She just passed like 4 months ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep. God rest her soul. So now I'm meeting at the same time my dad's side family, the Lacking side, and I'm meeting my stepmom's side, all at the same time. Very first time weekend with my dad, I am meeting everyone because it's a wedding.
Oh, wow.
It was a wedding on my stepmom's side. So I didn't know if it was real cousins.
Step cousins.
And she had 3 kids
Right.
from another marriage.
Right. Because I know you said that you still talk to your stepsisters.
Yeah.
Often, right?
Yeah.
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 That's a lot.
Yeah. And it's, like I said, I know that's a lot. She is never going to admit this, but me and my stepsister had let's figure this whole, what does it look like down there?
He said she'll never admit this?
She had never, that never happened. Because she looked at me like I'm her real brother. She was like, she said to me, I got a boyfriend.
Hey, you know what's funny?
What?
You don't even have to share this right now if she's going to be like, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't have to. You're right. But we're not really brother and sisters, man.
My only thought is this. I'm always great for these stories. But I'm just like, if she's vehemently going to be like, Dion, why would you share that on your podcast?
You're right. That never happened. Control or delete. Wait, what did it say? Dion, you know this on YouTube?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, if you, it's one of those things. If you guys go like, nah, we're good if we can share it. But if it's one of those things, she'd be like, why would you?
Yeah. I don't care, man. This is one of the things of like, she always says to me, you know how like she always baits you to say, like, I don't know if people ever try to bait you to say sort of like jokes. They were like, come on, man, don't put me on one of your stages, man. Don't put me don't put me. Like, you want me to.
Yeah.
You right, Kid Clip. But yeah, so here's the thing. I should definitely protect my mom's honor, sure. But me as a comedian, I'm trying to find the humor in it.
Right.
That's it.
And there's mad humor in it.
Right.
When and it's good to explore those things, bro, because you also get to remember that your parents are regular humans, dog.
Right.
They're regular humans who live these life is crazy, bro. This should be crazy, son.
100%. And what's disturbing with me is I was raised by my mom with my brother. They're both gone. So now that I'm out the house, out of the city, I don't have a lot of memories because a lot of my memories like registering, oh, this is life. I wasn't living life until I came out here because I became a man. I left the house at 19. So a lot of the times my mom was just kind of like pretty much walking me through life.
Right.
Like paying for stuff. I didn't struggle. My mom made a lot of money. So I never questioned like, you never loved me. You know, it wasn't like, it was kind of like, I love my life. I love my mom. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, So I wish I kind of had one of those moments like, Mom, let me ask you something. Like, help me out.
Because, man, people need clarity.
Right.
Like, there's a lot. You have so many questions about everything. And it's like, man, you need some of these answers, bro. You just go like, I need some answers, man. Yeah. It's like, I need these.
I thank God I don't have childhood trauma. And people are like, well, how you know? You haven't asked. I was like, it's nothing like I'm without. It's not like
you would know by now,
right?
If you had something, you go like, there was this time,
right?
Yeah, because even the one story you told me about the Bengals barbecue was hilarious. I go like, that's a great, fun story. That that's a good thing about being able to laugh at something. I had this. I was talking to my dad, right? You know, me and my dad, we're a lot better now, right? But I was there's this dude. I think I talked about this on a live not too long ago too. There's this dude. His name is Jordan Peterson, right? And he's like a philosopher.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
He said, "Yeah, you know you don't have to tell the story." But keep going. It reminded me when you said Jordan Peterson. You said his first and last name. I was like, you didn't have to say his whole name. But it just reminded me. Keep going.
So I did have to say his name because you don't know him.
You could have said JP or something.
Well, he does these talks and he's a like a well-known philosopher in the world. Like if you look him up, you'll see his lectures and talks and stuff like that. Okay. It's for the people who are looking for Jordan Peterson type.
Okay, got you.
So anyways, he asked this question, bro. He asked, why, what's your purpose? Why do you do what you do? Right. And he's like, so I was like, oh man, so why do I tell stories and why do I do comedy? Right. And so then I was sitting back and I was like thinking about it. And I said, because it's safe. I said, it's the safest place I've ever been, I've ever known. And it's always my goal to be in this safe space and create this safe space. Right. And I was like, it was kind of like a wow thing to me because it even came from, my first interaction with comedy and the power of comedy was from watching In Living Color back in the 90s and watching my young parents argue. But when we all sat down and watched In Living Color, everybody was laughing. Wow. And I was like, yo, so if I keep them laughing, right? That was the goal then, to make sure everybody's laughing when I'm in class. No matter, everywhere I went through my entire life, it's like, oh, Chaz is a class clown and Chaz is this. It's just because like, hey, this is getting uncomfortable. I don't know this. I'm stressing. Right. I'm going to go make everybody laugh. Yeah. And here's my safe space. Because even if teachers go, we love Chaz, right? He's this, he's that. He doesn't always work, but I know it's in him. I always go like, yeah, but I got this comedy safe space. If I can make my parents laugh, I make an officer laugh. You know what I mean? I go like, I'm safe. And even when we watch, you can watch something, entertainment in general, people will watch hours of The Office because it's familiar and it's safe. Like we know, they don't have to go risk wasting these hours on something, you know what I mean? They don't know if they're going to like or not. Yeah. But that was my big, why? A huge why. And now even going into like it kind of changed how I felt about even going to write. And I was like, hey man, you create safe places, bro. I create fucking bomb shelters. You know what I mean? Like emotional bomb shelters. Yeah. So what do you feel like is the reason why you do? This is happening. Yeah, man.
So you get my mind moving. I feel like I need to document my imagination. And I have an idea. I get so excited. It's like a jolt of energy. Ooh, I like that premise. Ooh, I like that idea. How did we get here? Like you always said this to me. Like, and I'm always thinking of the punchline first, and I'm like, how can I set this punchline up? And I get so excited of like, here's how crazy my imagination is. This is about me be very vulnerable.
Let's do it.
Very vulnerable.
Come on.
I'm embarrassed a lot of times.
My penis. Something's wrong. I was looking in the mirror and I was looking at my butthole backwards. Are we getting that vulnerable?
No. It's me breaking down the problem, but good problem.
Okay, good problems.
I typically have an idea of something. Somebody asks me a question. Hey man, how's your dad doing? I will give them the truth. And during the truth, I typically said, but what if this happens?
Okay.
So this is a problem. So my stories are always great. So it's like I'm exaggerating a story. And then once I get a laughter, it's like, I got to tag on that joke.
You got to keep this
Got to
rolling.
tag on the joke.
I feel you.
But a lot of times it backfires.
You like joke into a wall. You go like, how do I get out of here?
They're asked about the continuity.
Or people think
it's wait. Go back. Didn't you say? So this happened. I don't know if you were there. I think I replaced you last time with that daddy issues.
Okay.
Right?
Why would you do it there?
Because it was a great story. It was a great story.
Dion's a whole liar.
So it was on daddy issues. And so it was a combination of two stories. There's a combination of two stories. So what happened was,
You did a mashup.
yes, yes.
You said, "Oh, this is Batman meets Star Wars." Yeah, that'll work.
So my dad 100% bought me a car, right? He bought me a Dodge Shadow.
Good guy.
I wrecked the car.
Of course he did.
Right?
Teenager.
So I did not get the car back. So in order to get rid of this, so that's one story,
Okay.
right?
That's a true story.
That's a true story. The other story is my friend got his car stolen in front of my house. So right? So my story, I was like, you ever had that feeling of like your car being stolen? And I was like, you literally can see like the car being taken. And no. So when I told daddy issues, my friend's car did get stolen, but I used that reference as someone taking the car radio. And I remember the car driving off. But I said, imagine a crackhead running away. So Tony was like, why didn't you just chase the guy? And I was like, dude, it's cold outside. There was no way I was like, I'm seeing my car. Do I chase this guy? He's like, you gotta chase that dude. And I was like, dude, I am 13 chasing after my car. And no, chasing after this crackhead. He was like, wait. How are you 13? And
you got this car.
And I was like, no. I was 6. I don't know why I said 13. So it was when I was 13, my friend literally got his car stolen. But my premise was, you ever got somebody's car radio stolen? And like can you imagine? This is my imagination. Could you imagine seeing somebody run off with your car?
But your imagination's already in truth time.
Right. And he was like, "Has it ever happened to you?" I was like, "Yes, in front of my house." But when I said that, I remember my guy, his car being stolen, and I remember I had that same vision. I was like, "That was my car." And I was like, my dad never forgave me for it. But I was like, what that was associated with my car being wrecked in. I was like, oh, God, they had the pressure on me.
Hey, man, once there's one irregularity on that show.
Yeah. Wait.
Let me go back.
I remember that episode, and you was very painful. Oh, boy. And under Mr. John, you sure did. Yeah. I can 100% sure that was two stories combined. But I was in real time of like, I remember my boy's car getting stolen and it is getting taken off. But my whole premise was car radio getting. So can you imagine seeing that? They're like, have it ever happened to you? Like, yeah. It didn't happen. Yeah. And that's a problem. That is a problem, man, because
here's a great story. This is no matter what, it's gonna be a great story.
Oh boy, I'm a liar, dude.
Dog, Shonda Rhimes has this book called The Year of Yes, right?
Okay.
And in this book, she opens it up with saying, "I'm a liar." That's the first line she says because she's a storyteller.
Yeah.
I mean, do it too, bro. How many stories I didn't started with the truth and you like, yo, that's crazy. The whole plane exploded, bro. I wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, you're a liar. Yeah.
It was like, yo, you get into a story, then you start exaggerating, and you go like, yes. And you just hope you never see these people again. Yo, I remember one time I had said, so what I do on accident sometimes is I might give, I'll think of a dope quote, and I'm mad that I'll give it to somebody else. I'll be like, yeah, my dad always said such and such.
Yeah.
Or man, I heard what this one book.
You mad at yourself for that?
Yeah, because I feel like it's weird if you take credit for like a quote that might help somebody, right? But like, for example, my dad told me, I was telling him that, I felt like I wasted 7 years of my life in LA. And he was like, if you leave now, you really did waste 7 years of your life. Right. And I was like, man, super dope. He was like, spend those next 7 years making sure it's worth it. I said, man, no doubt. Right. So then I had a friend. He was like, yo, remember the chicken wing story about your dad? Tell him about the phrase. I was like, man, what lie did I say? Because I was like, the one about the 7 years. He was like, nah, man, you talking about your dad had this chicken. Yo, listen, Chaz, this is about to drop some knowledge on you. His dad said this. And I'm like, if I said my dad said this,
right,
then it probably, that's something that you just don't generally forget of saying.
Right.
I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, I was on one. Whatever day this was.
Yeah.
I was whatever. I had no idea. I had no idea what I said. Yeah. And I was like, bro, I was in a different place because had I said this, because like my dad's never told me a chicken wing story. It must have been something I thought of that might have hit. And I was like, yeah, my dad told me that. You know what I mean? Just to add onto it. But I was like, hey, man, I ain't got nothing for you, man. I don't know what you... Chaz. Like, it was Jamie Nieto.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
And so Jamie was hanging on to this thing that I said. I was like, oh, this shit don't mean nothing now.
Yeah. You know what's funny? My dad used to always tell me, stop calling me your son. Stop calling me your dad. I am not your son.
What?
My dad grabbed me by my shirt and said, yo, nigga, stop calling me your dad. I am not your son. I mean, I'm not your dad. I kept messing it up.
It's all right. I did it on stage at San Jose with Tony. It was awful.
You did that?
I messed it like I was supposed to say something else.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
And I hit it wrong. I was like, all right, man, fuck this joke.
You ever, oh my gosh, you ever had a high energy on the premise?
Yep.
And it's dead silence on the punchline?
It's about to kill.
Because
it's about to kill.
This happens a lot. Speaking of the lie, this happens numerous times when it comes to stage, on being on the stage. You can have this whole story like, man, the crazy thing about it, Harry Potter didn't even have glasses on. You can either say, damn, verbally, that joke didn't work, or, but that ain't it. Now
you got to dig it up. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think nothing of it either, but yet, this dude was like, abracadabra.
That was just the beginning of it, though. So now that you got the story, woo!
But that's neither here nor there. It was really here. You gotta be like,
I remember I had a crowd of people around me, man, just telling the story.
It starts off like,
yeah, keep going. And you can do this. Yeah, so, I mean, or you can be like, but I'm telling y'all, man. It gets worse, man.
Here's the kicker. Are you ready? You ready for the crazy part?
Everybody gather around. I'm just getting started.
She lost a leg. What? Yeah, man. She lost a whole leg. She was walking around, hopping around. You got to imitate her.
There it is. Here it is.
And you get I'm dying out here.
The worst is when you don't even have the footing for a certain story. Chaz, tell them about the story.
I'm not ready for this.
Oh, you got to tap dance.
Okay, hold on. Yeah.
What was it again?
Nah, he didn't say it like that last time.
Oh, the worst. No.
Last time he was telling it. No, man, remember you was like,
oh, nigga, hold on, nigga. You know I lie a lot. when he would hit me with, yo, tell the story about, I'm like, oh shit, I have remixed this story numerous times.
Which version? The King James version? You got the Living Translation version? Which version you got?
Like this. Wait. Whisper, man. What you tell me? Whisper. Tell me what you said. Okay. All right. I said that. Okay. Cool. I'll stick to that version. Oh man, I told this girl the new living translation.
You'd be like, let's see something.
Yeah.
Domesticated John, what's up? It would be funny if someone said something to you and ended quoted by me. Right. I can't be like, yeah, man, and where'd you hear that from? My brain. That's from me.
You think you have? Do you?
Right.
Is many things you've told someone? Do you think you've had a quote that's quotable that you've created off the top of your head, or if you're like, I think I kind of remixed something that I heard in '96.
I think I have
syphilis.
Well, I know I have syphilis. I gotta look because every once in a while somebody would throw something at me from like one of the podcasts or something like that. I hope that somebody takes something, but I quote way more
other people.
Yeah, for sure. Of like, this matters to me and this is important to me in these quotes. But you know, I always gotta think of like I should go through the times when you be like, that's a bar. I gotta be like, let me remember something I said once upon a time. Because, you know, man, sometimes you just have thoughts. It's like I was talking to a young Markel about perspective, right? Like, you know, we all come in and out of girl trouble, right? Well, wife trouble, whatever it is. And I was telling him, like, yo, man, one of my greatest powers ever since I was a kid, and my parents used to say this all the time, was empathy. My ability to be able to put myself in your shoes and understand. Not that I'm an empath, but I go like, when I say like, I can feel your pain, I really feel like, man, if I was in this situation, because my parents would be like, what would you do if you were such and such? And I always have to look at the other person. I go like, yeah, it's one thing for you to feel. I already know how you feel, right? If you tell me, man, I was hurt, blah, 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 then I have to go look at how your mom felt or your brother felt, and I have to go put myself in those places. And I think that's always been, and it's the good and bad, because putting yourself in someone's situation, I can go like, great, I can empathize with you and I can see where you're coming from. But also, you kind of help build excuses for this person, you know, and it's hard to hold somebody accountable when you can relate to their pain or understand their pain. Because just because somebody's hurting doesn't give them a reason to be an asshole, right? But I can go like, great, but it's a place of understanding for us to build on, right? And it's hard for me to be like, yeah, I understand that, you know, this was a trauma or this is a heartbreak, but you still shouldn't have said this. And for that person, I had to be like, hey, man, I understand why you would say such a thing, but it still has to be this resolve. But it lightens because now a person gets a little way out, right? And they're like, yeah, you see, like this is a thing now. And it's like, okay, but now that I understand, like I think what's happening more and more, people are relying on, I don't know how we got here, that people are relying on trauma instead of I'm sorry's and building out of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big push to understand trauma, which is great to understand. Everybody has all these traumas, but it's becoming a crutch where we don't have to necessarily hold ourselves accountable for what we do, for our reactions to trauma. You know what I mean? And I can't remember what we started with.
Well, I said, you ever got a quotable?
Oh, yeah. Probably somewhere.
Yeah.
But
it could be it. Two things I've learned is if somebody say, I'm sorry, how that made you feel, that's not an apology.
Wait, yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry you feel that way. Right?
Right.
And then, you know what's funny though? I've done this twice that I can recall. One to one of my best friends and one to like the group chat to a say. But I remember writing, I'm sorry I made you feel that way on purpose. And then the response back was like, yeah, I hate when people write that. That's not a real apology. And I go, you were waiting for that. But I'm like, let's look back and actually see what I wrote. And then it's like, oh, you did. Because that's taking responsibility if I say I made you feel that way. Right? That's me accepting. But man, people would be quick to not even take your apology seriously, bro. Like seriously, like people would be quick to be angry.
Or on the flip, people don't like too quick for apology.
Yeah, why is that? People be like, you be like, I'm sorry. They'll be like, easy to just say I'm sorry.
Well, because if it's imagine you come home, alcohol in your breath, condom still on, lipstick on your collar, and she's like, "Where was you at?"
I'm sorry. I was in a lot of places I can't recall, but I'm sorry for them all. I am sorry.
You can't say I'm sorry that quick.
I'm sorry. Why? I'm sorry. Never say nothing. Walk in the door. I'm sorry.
Can I go to bed, please? Got a long
Hands down, condom all flaccid. I'm sorry. You just walked up to the door, pants loose from the car. Car parked in the drive in the grass. I'm sorry.
And she got a whole list of. She got the Ring camera. She got calls, text messages, screenshot. Oh, when he get in here, I'm going to chew his ass out.
Did you walk? Fall through the door. I know what you're gonna say.
Mordecai, where the hell were you?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to bed.
We good? There's a lot of value in I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
There is a lot of value in I'm sorry.
You gotta feel it.
An apology comes an apology comes with a few things, right? Like an apology is a few steps of a process to a real apology, right? There's the actual I'm sorry, I'm taking responsibility, I know I hurt you. Here's my literal apology and understanding what my offense was to you, right? That's a part of it that people usually get the first part, right? The second part is correction, right? The real apology comes in the actual correction that this won't happen again, right? Because it really sucks if you punch me in the face. I'm like, damn, the hell you hit me in the face? I'm sorry. And I'm like, and then you tell me, look, Chaz, I'm sorry I hit you. It's never gonna happen again. My bad, right? I come in the next week. Hey, what's up, man? Damn, you said you was gonna hit me again. Sorry, this time. I really mean it, right? And it's like, yo, how many I'm sorry's without the actual work behind it? But I goes like, we just learned the word and not the action. Like, I'm sorry, it's an action word, right? It's like you got to do some work for that apology to mean some shit,
right?
Otherwise, like, it's just a word in the dictionary.
Yeah, and you got to empathize how they feel, right? And she's like, you got to be like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. I had a lot. Oh no, it was a bachelorette party. Like, no, you let her get it out. Let her get it out. You be like, oh yeah, I deserve it.
This is more of an. I mean, I don't know what it is, but like, even if this is not that it's more extreme than something else, but I go like, hey, what'd you do? Because that's a different level of I'm sorry. I was a bachelorette party. They were all fucking me at the same time. I didn't want to ruin the party. It was
a testy tickle booth, and I was one of the judges, and they were licking at me balls.
Like I can't ruin somebody else's bachelor. This is the day before the most important day in their life.
I was the only one in the room with balls.
What am I supposed to do? I'm sorry.
Because that quick apology will get you stabbed in your sleep. Whoa! I said I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can I get some sleep,
and
please?
That's why, you know what also sucks? Let's say you apologize for something, you actually corrected it. I hate when it feels like it's always something. I'm like, how much shit I gotta apologize for? Like, I'm always apologizing. Apologizing. You're like, come on, man.
Dude. And then what's the flip one? Because you said it earlier, and I was like, you can't do this too quick. I forgot it.
Not saying the sorry?
The word, this is I can't think of his name. This is a comedian's joke. Can't think of his name. I want to give him a shout out. But he said, I love how I'm sorry and I apologize are interchangeable. He said, only time it's not interchangeable is at a funeral. He said, like, I'm so sorry about your heard about your grandma dying. I'm sorry. He's like, I heard about your grandma dying. I apologize
for a loss.
No, I apologize. Just stay like that. I apologize.
Like, what'd you do?
To walk away. Wait, where you go?
I got questions now. What did you do?
I apologize.
My bad, man. Yeah, man. I think there's a lot of. There's this lady, man. Her name is Esther Perel, Esther. I was just talking about this on live too. She's a marriage counselor of sorts, an erotic relationship counselor, but she talks so much about healing and relationships and pain. And man, it's like different, dog. Oh man, relationships and like pain is deep, bro. Like communication, relation, like these things. There's so many different levels. Just listening and reading all this, like it's like trying to find. It's trying to like take a big ass tangle of yarn, and you like or knots, and you're just like trying. I'm like, the more you kind of feel like, there's a whole other knot in this knot. I gotta unknot all these knots. It's like it's so much, and I'm like, the more I'm like learning and reading. I was listening to a podcast on the way here from her, and it was just like, there's so many things, bro, that are like deep in depth, whether it's from childhood or something that happened in the week between you and your spouse. Because a lot of times there's no communication. I think that's the thing about like those traumas, bro. Is like so much trauma.
You want to smell that?
No, but the way you blew it out like a cigarette.
I didn't want to smell it. I didn't want to smell it because I was like, I felt like that was a lasagna.
You blew it out. You were like, oh yeah, it was good.
Blowing out the lasagna smoke.
But yeah, it was like, that's why some of those child traumas are so deep, because we don't talk about them for 20, 30 years. Right. And then it's like, you're just beginning to knot this thing. And then even if a week goes by and you have 1,000 conversations with your spouse in your head, you ever have those conversations with somebody else that you're mad at and you never have them out loud?
Right. Yeah.
You be like, should I say this? Because I'm thinking, this motherfucker have no idea who the fuck they talking to.
And she gonna say this.
Where would you make your... Yeah, and then she gonna say da-da-da-da, and which is gonna piss me off. You have a whole conversation ready by yourself.
Yeah.
By yourself.
Yep. And then she come in with a different energy. Oh, now look who decided to show up. Yeah, it's been times when you ever kind of like avoid the argument, so you just don't talk about them at all. Now the lack of communication. You told several people what you're supposed to do, and not even include your spouse into it. And now that it's a hey, we're doing this. Wait, we wasn't include me. Oh yes, right. We wasn't talking because I didn't want to argue.
Right, man. Those peaks and valleys of relationships, man, and the whole goal is just to be better at communicating. It really shouldn't be that hard as it sounds, but it really is. It's like you're dealing with people's temperaments, and then you start guessing what this person's gonna say, so you don't say anything because you don't want to start a fight, and things go unsaid, and resentment, and all this other stuff comes in. It's a lot.
Top 3 things. I'm gonna ask people in the comment section.
Let's do it.
Top 3 things. What's more important? This is gonna be tough. What's more important, communication or sex?
You said 3 things.
I know.
It was 2.
I know. As in, let's do top 3 things: sex, communication, and chemistry.
Trust.
That's chemistry, right? You don't think that's chemistry, part of chemistry?
Trust? No.
That's top 4 then.
Well, I mean, I think that...
Like, I like to vibe with this person. Everything else can kind of fall below that. Well, like, I like to have sex with this person. Everything else can fall below that.
That shit ain't gonna last.
No?
Not if it...
Sex is number 1 on the end of the sex.
That's it, man. Fuck all that. We fucking... So, yeah. Quit crying, bitch.
So the thing is,
that penis up.
These 3 things exist in your relationship, but let us know what is the top 3 things in your relationship: communication, sex, and chemistry. How would you rank these three? How would you rank them?
Well, your chemistry to me has to be your number 1. Yeah, because if you don't like this person or you can't be excited about this person, there's not much to talk about. You know what I mean? And then I think chemistry leads into sex. But I would go... If we're talking about relationship...
At the end?
If we're talking about relationship-wise, it would go chemistry, communication, then sex.
Okay.
Yeah. But hopefully all 3 are good.
Yeah, all three. If it was like you're making a player, these are the top 3 attributes.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick my spouse, I'd go like, I want you to be dope, because once I can't get it up anymore, I still want to like you. You know what I mean? Or once that old thing dries up and it's time, you know what I mean?
The good thing when women get old, you can still use lube. when men get old, you can't just put crutches on that.
Those pills only work to a certain age, and then you're at heart risk. And it's like, well, I can't do it anymore.
Sex should
you can't
come
be getting
first
anyway.
unless it's a one-night stand. Oh my God, and Suzette is a freak.
What you say?
You can hate my guts. Give me that dick. I felt that dick.
She did capitalize Mita.
She watches this nigga like just stroking it out.
No, man, I gotta be something I dig, bro.
Yeah?
I'm like, I want to like you as a person. I want to always like you. I want to always, even if I'm mad, I want to always like you. Because for me, love is not enough. I'll be like, love is, I can love this person, but you can still not want to be with somebody you love. It's like, ain't nothing change the fact that I love you. It's like, this shit ain't working, bro. You know what I mean? And I was like, there's a lot of different problems when that shit ain't working. But if I always still like this person, I'm always going to be like, oh, I'm mad at you. Let's go to the movies. You know what I mean? Because I like to be around you. I want to be around you. You still make me feel whatever. But man, I've loved somebody I had wanted nothing to do with anymore. You're just like, I just can't deal with you. And that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, when you love this person, you don't even like this person anymore. We got family members we love and don't like. You know what I mean?
So let's replace that same scenario relationship with a business partner. You think you can settle for that?
Business wise?
Like, I mean, we got a dope ass microphone company. We got a dope ass. You be like, I hate this person, but we making money.
I could do it business wise because you probably bring something that, but it would also depend on why don't I like you. You know what I mean? If you're like a shady cat,
always undermine you.
Yeah, but then we couldn't be business partners.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it was my idea. I brought Chaz in because, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like, actually, you know, we split that. I mean, it was we came up with it together.
Anyway, y'all.
Yeah, I can't be with him.
He is always...
respect, especially for men.
Yeah.
Respect is so high. And once you start belittling somebody's respect factor, their manhood, I can't rock with you anymore. I can't rock with you. I can't just be sitting there taking money like a little bitch. Because I would just be plotting my escape.
I've been the face of this company. That's how Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak was, pretty much. You know, Steve Wozniak was the show.
Right.
Steve Jobs sold the content.
But he seemed to be really happy being behind it.
Because he didn't know how to talk.
Yeah.
He was a shy, timid person. Steve Jobs, my idea is more like this. Okay, I got you. Let me shape this up. Let me be the one that can sell this idea. But like, he literally became the face. Like, I did not know about Steve Wozniak until the documentary came out. I thought Steve Jobs was literally the one who created the Apple.
He didn't create a goddamn thing.
He didn't know anything about this.
He named it Apple though.
Right.
Which kudos to him. Because he was like, I can name a company anything and it'll be big.
That's what he said?
Yeah. That's what Apple, he was like, I can call this company anything. He was saying it's not about the name of the company. He was like, it's about what you bring. These computers, this massive thing, iPhones, it's called Apple.
Yeah. Or I
mean, but either way, it goes like, oh, yeah, you got what is it? Oh, yeah, it's an Apple? Oh, okay. Like, that's crazy that matters.
What is the I for?
I don't know. iPhone? I don't know. I just felt like it was their version of making it personalizing stuff.
It would be A.
What?
Be a phone.
Right, but
Apple.
But if you I don't know if the I means anything at all. It just seems really smart because right now, look how big personalizing anything is. You know what I mean? It's like a great business if you can find a way to personalize anything. But the iPhone makes it mine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
The iMac. I mean, like I said, I don't know if it means anything.
Yeah.
But when you say the I something, it just personalizes something, in my opinion. I don't know if it means that there's a real word in there that stands for anything. It was just a really great way to market. Yeah. Which that cat's great at marketing, which is crazy because the Apple Watch and not the iWatch.
Right. This is a Macintosh. You would think it'd be Mac phone, right?
The Mac phone?
Right? This would be a nice little intro in the beginning of it. Or M phone.
And this is this. I don't like anybody. I don't like nobody. Why not? Why don't you like anybody? I'm not trying to settle down. Well, I feel you there. And this is that. Why do that? The football player that's getting a divorce because he wants to keep playing football. His wife doing the right thing. Are you talking about Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
The football player. The greatest of all time. Michigan.
Marriage is a business, man.
Yeah, man.
Cause when any times it comes to the divorce, no one's never like, I want half of my love back. Everything, all the love I gave you, I want half.
Why is it that she's doing the right thing? Why is it that getting divorced, when women are fed up, they're encouraged to leave?
But men, I'm not happy. So you gonna leave that easily? You just gonna walk away? I'm not happy. I'm telling you. It's never like guys like you deserve to leave. You deserve. It's a lot of double standards, man.
Bro, it's a lot of sacrifice, and let's talk about Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen. Okay. There's a lot of sacrifice on both ends because Giselle probably had a great life being a model, right? She's going around the world, and she had to
raise the kids
in Boston for the most part, in Massachusetts, right? So not the greatest place for her to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially for her and her career and her success. She's one of the most successful models of all time, right?
Made more money than him.
Made more, yeah, definitely. So for her to have to put a lot of stuff on her, on hold for 13 years, I can understand her being like, hey, you say we're going to do this, this, and this, and now we're back in this bubble of you playing in this career for another year. And this was it. Because she had to draw the line somewhere, right? But yet, Tom Brady goes, you only get to do this once. Like, I only get to play. And last year, he led the league in touchdowns and he led the league in yards. So he should have won MVP, but somehow they gave it to Aaron Rodgers. Makes no sense. But he goes like, God, am I going to retire when I'm still this good?
Right.
Like, I'm doing something that nobody's ever done. At all. I haven't fell off at all. I led the league in touchdowns.
Right.
And I still want to play. I can still play. They're having a hard year right now.
Yeah.
This is probably the worst year of Tom Brady's life all around. Well, right. Outside of his year one, why?
I'm just assuming.
That year he had his like knee taken out. He missed one whole year of like a season, but he came back. I think won MVP next year, something like that. But anyways, it's like I can't get mad at Tom because I go like, yo, he wants to leave it all in his field, and it's like we herald guys like that. When Kobe does that, when whoever else does that, it's like, oh man, you spent like the Iron Man, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I'm like, Tom wants to see his legacy out, and he's like, I might not have much time. Tom Brady's 45. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
What he's doing, it's amazing what he's doing.
I'm actually curious to who's the oldest player.
It's a football. It's kicker. I want to say it was like Janikowski or some shit like that. For Tom's coming up there, bro, and to do what he's doing at the level he's doing it at, because he still leads the league in yards right now.
Really? Okay.
But they're passing so much, and the running game is trash. That's why I don't think they've had even like over 50 yards of running.
I just don't want what happened to Tom Brady happen to the quarterback from Miami.
Oh, Dan Marino?
No.
Who?
The one currently.
Tua?
When that nigga had the hands, woo. And everybody was like, several doctors that I'm telling you,
man, you gotta sit him down.
Retire, please. This has happened twice in a week. Yeah. Retire. He came back like, let's get a breath off.
Yep. CTE won't happen for another 10, 15 years. I'm fine.
Imagine that happened to you year one. You are considered, you are the LeBron James of the league. You are 6'9", wide receiver, built like a fullback, fast as a wide receiver, and week 15, 95 touchdowns, 2,000 yards. You kill it. Crack. They said, man, you have to sit down. You keep going.
Off season's almost here. We're week 15?
Yeah.
I'm a couple away.
So you'll keep going back?
I'm back in.
You're back in?
They
say your brain is like pudding. You take one more hit.
Yeah.
You ain't yeah.
I'm in my rookie year.
I'm gonna cut you out. I'm gonna cut you off, brother. I'm gonna let you know I got a family to feed.
Hey man, how can you make my brain not pudding? Let's think about answers.
We can put it in the freezer
to
make it solid.
How much? What are those the shit they take to like the neurons, whatever they can take out your? You know what I'm talking about? What's the? There's like what is it? Come on, guys, help me. They won't let you do it. The stem cells and shit. I'm like, how much stem cells can I like take out of something else and put in something else to keep my brain active? Like,
or your DNA,
or my DNA,
your own DNA
from my wife that I gave to her over the years.
Trying to fix this happening again. Boy.
Give me time. He's not trying to give her time. Tom Brady loves football more than his wife.
I don't think y'all realize that he's been trying to get out.
Sorry.
Divorce me, please.
He was like, oh no. Oh God,
Divorce me.
No.
I'm just going through the motions.
Oh God.
I'm going through the motions.
What will I do? Be the greatest football player of all time?
As long as you know that, brother. I was trying to tell you that a couple weeks ago.
What?
Anyway, we're going to wrap this thing.
Wait, talking about Tom Brady?
Tom Brady's the greatest athlete of all time.
Wait. The greatest football player of all time. Hold on, you got to read the rest of the comments. Undomesticated John says they may not really know each other. Some people grow and learn. They don't really like each other. True. I'm not a people person. I like animals more than people. Okay. Tom Brady probably has childhood trauma that makes him not want to retire. Exactly. Or he's just loves football and he's the greatest. You think Kobe wanted to retire? Nobody wants to retire.
Yeah. It was a sad sight watching Kobe that last year. I remember.
If that team would have been good, it might not have been. He probably could have played a couple more years, but their team was so bad. Kobe's like,
do you remember the last game? And pretty much Utah Jazz let him score.
I think there was like 3 dudes on him. He was just shooting.
They were just that nigga was winded. He said, they was like, keep going, Kobe. Keep shooting. He said, why y'all doing me like this? I know this is the last game.
Kobe was trying to get 82.
82.
Hey man, thank y'all for watching, man.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to another fantastic episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Check, please.
And we are done.
Thank you guys for watching. And if you're watching this now here, thank you for watching on my YouTube. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends, and share. If you're watching this live, you're on Lacktoast
ENT
YouTube page. So please like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next week.